Hello and welcome everybody. So it's been some time I was not being able to post videos as I informed you. Those who have joined my Telegram channel and my WhatsApp channel, you are already aware that I got a government job, and first in a state government, that is BPSC, which is Bihar government. And after that I gave the exam at the same time. So I also cracked a central government job, which is EMRS 2024. And it is a central job, and it is for class 9, 10, 11s and 12s. So I was slightly busy. Even till now, I could just join my state government job, as I told you, which was around December. And I was not available for quite some time, as you can see. Possibly it did not bother you much because you have you have all the content in the channel. At least class 10 content was already there in the channel, and you had a lot of practice papers over there, so you did not have anything to bother. But yes, because I was that busy, and because I still don't know, because I will be shifting to my government quarter, I will be showing you around the place. And I don't know how far I will be able to provide you videos for all the 4 days, but I promise you that I will do it at least for 3 days, and at least 3 days, if not 4. It depends on how my work is going to be over there, whether I will be doing something in the evening or something. Okay, so it will be a quarter, and I will have to decor the room. For some time, I'm going to show you around the house, show you around the place. Okay, there are boys hostel, there is girls hostel, and those who enroll there, they get to stay over there. And you will see it around. You will like the place, I'm sure, because it is a nice place by the central government department. So yes, so we will be doing that. I'll show you around, but in the meantime, we will also study a bit, and we will also see how to prepare for the exam. I believe that I'll be able to train you, or help you. Not train you, train is not the right word. I will be able to help you better, because I will be more aware of the syllabus, of the board syllabus, and the question pattern, because I'm going to correct the board papers also. And so that will help you in your preparations as well. So what we are going to do today, we are going to start off with discussing the paper that would it would round up everything for this year, and we will move on to the next year with the new syllabus, right? So English language paper we are going to discuss today, which was conducted, the exam was conducted yesterday, which is 21st, right? We will discuss everything, we will touch up everything more in detail. We will discuss the grammar part, okay, in detail. So we will look into the paper. Let's see how far you could correct. You can see how much you are going to get in your exam. Before that, you would also have these sample papers, which is the sample paper for class 10. And there are a number of different types of papers for you, all the subjects, as you can see over here. It is by Oswald Publishers, and you have this link shared over here, and you can purchase that. The link will be also in my description box. You can share, you can visit the link, you can click the link and purchase the book if you want from there. So you can see these are the contents. For Hindi, English, there are answer papers also, unsolved papers also, for all the subjects. Okay, not just one but many. So that is all. I believe this is going to help you out. So I shared it with you. Let's move into the question paper. English language paper. This is as you can see, the paper head for year 2024. And the first part, as you all know, it is for your composition. The one whose paper this one is, she has attempted describe how you spend your time on a holiday afternoon. Why do you think it is necessary to have these times of quietness and solitude, loneliness? So why you like that time? You have to detail on it. You have to write. You have to give it a better glimpse, right? So narrate an incident from your experience in which your parents had entrusted you with a difficult task, given you some difficult work that you had to perform. You have to write about. It is completely narrative. You will have to write about the difficult work that was given to you, and that you carried it out. And after carrying that difficult work, how you felt. Okay, you were satisfied, you were not satisfied with your work, that you have to write. And the original short story, Strange Visitor, if anybody has written it, you can make it into a ghost story, you can make it a normal visitor, okay. And now the next one is your describe how you spend. Why do you, this one we have done. Views are either for or against. Junk food should be banned. Many a times I have discussed this in class also, and in my if you are in my batch, you already know that we discussed it in class. Junk food should be banned. This is a very interesting topic, and many a times you will see it in your papers, right? So that is given, either for or against you have to write. Now we will move to the next page where we have the picture composition. As you can see, descriptive account of this picture. As these boys are playing, we can identify them as urchins. You can call them the ones who do not go, the true ones who don't want to go to school. Either you write in this viewpoint that they are true ones who don't want to go to school, or you write them as urchins who are not sent to school by their family members only, okay, for they have to earn a living, right? You can make your own story from here, picture composition. Moving on to question number 2, you have 2 letters, you have to write a single one. Your friend was absent from school on a day when an unfortunate incident took place for which you were blamed. Write a letter to your friend giving details about the incident, your role in it, and how the matter was finally resolved. This is a very simple a letter which often comes, you must have seen in the sample papers also. So you were blamed for something which it was an unfortunate incident because you were not the one who did it, and detail about the incident, your role, why you were blamed and stuff, right? Next one is your wish to stage a play to create awareness about importance of saving electricity. Like to save electricity is nowadays very, very important. It is a very important topic. So you are writing a letter to the manager of a mall, supermarket, whatever you want. You have to give the address correctly. You have to give your address, the address of this manager. You have to write whatever format is suggested, as you already know. I have already discussed in the channel and also in my class. So give him or her the details about your requirements, what you need, what is why the play will be beneficial to the shoppers, because this is going to be something which you do for raising awareness, na? So you have to inform the store that why you want to do it, what is the purpose of it, then how it will help the shoppers and stuff. So you're going to write that. This I would suggest that if you have written this one, it would be better because it is formal letter. There is more number of format marks in that format, and moreover you have a very little content to write because this is formal letter. You don't write a lot in a formal letter, right? So that's all for this letter part. Next, email and notice. Your school is hosting an inter-school dance competition. So we have done dance competition, debate competition, quiz competition, so many. So this is the dance competition. You have to put a notice. Everything is going to be same. Just have to give it a proper title, okay? And then proper this inter-school dance competition and the time, venue, everything is going to be the same. Email to the principal of the neighboring school. This though again is very common. Always the second part, the email part, you are asked to write an email to the principal, so of the neighboring school, to invite and also to send their dance teacher. This is a new thing. Send their dance teacher also for judging the competition. So this is something new. I hope you could write this because this is a very little change. Next, we will move to question number 4, which is a very interesting story. Possibly those who are Bengali, those who listen to Sunday Suspense, which is a show in YouTube. Okay, it is a Bengali show, and they narrate stories from various books and famous authors. So if you have heard that, you must have known this story already. This is Satyajit Ray's story, a Bengali author, and this Asamanju Babu's story is something. See, the place is also Bengal, Bhawanipur. So this is something which is very common story. You already know it. Even if you read the first line, you are aware ki acha, it is that story. So we see that Asamanju Babu is living in a small house, in a small flat in Bhawanipur. We will just brush over this. We will not take much time over here. So of course this is a place in Calcutta. He lived a rather carefree life, as he was not the kind of person to sit and brood about what you might have been if fate had been kinder to him. If fate could have done him better. I possibly could have been the Prime Minister of India, but I could not be. So he was not that kind of a person. He was carefree. He lived a happy life. He did not want to bother about anything of that. So this is an important point. On the whole, he was quite content with his lot. 2 Hindi films and fish twice a week. These were enough to keep him happy. This is also an important part because Bengalis, they love to spend time. They love to eat fish. They love to watch films. So Hindi films, 2 Hindi films, 1 fish twice a week made him satisfied. So he was not perturbed or disturbed quite, often. And one thing that he wanted, he often wished he had a dog to keep, keep him company. It did not have to be an Alsatian dog, German Shepherd, but an ordinary dog would also do. So here we have Asamanju Babu's secret desire would speak to his dog one day in English, stand up, sit down, shake hands and stuff. He wanted to talk to his dog, give certain, commands to the dog, and the dog would follow. You must have seen in those videos that they give command and the dog, shake hands, shake paws and stuff. So he also wanted to do that. So on a cloudy day marked by a steady drizzle, so it was raining slightly, and Asamanju Babu went to the market, and there he wanted to buy some oranges. But soon you will see that he is going to forget about the oranges for a possible reason. He noticed at least 5 so he found a man over there, and the man his clothes made him look like a beggar. In reality, he was not, he was not a beggar. He had 5 sewn-on patches on his trousers and jackets, important point. But the man had no begging bowl, and he was not actually a beggar. So instead, by his side was a shoe box with a little pup sticking its head out of it. So there was a shoe box, and in that shoe box, he found a pup, a baby dog. So buy dog, buy, very good dog. So that person was talking in English, trying to sell his dog. Very cheap, very good and stuff. The pup shook raindrops off its coat, looked. So as soon as that dog was taken out from the box, this is important part again, it wagged its minuscule 2-inch tail, very small tail. Asamanju Babu moved closer to the pup, crouched on the ground and stretched out his hand. He crouched and stretched out his hand to shake paw. The pup gave his ring finger a lick with his pink tongue. Nice, friendly dog. How much? What price? 10 rupees. So the dog price was 10 rupees only. So a little haggling maneki, talk over the price, you negotiate the price, and the price came down to 7 rupees, and Asamanju Babu paid the money and brought the dog home. So that is all about your story, and you have words like perturbed. As you can see, this is not going to be frightened, not going to be mocked. It is unsettled would be the best option. Next, stunted maneki, you prevent the growth of something. You stop the growth of something, we often do it to the bonsai trees. We keep it stunted, keep it in a small pot so that it cannot grow properly and it becomes stunted. You must have seen bougainvilleas, right? So prevent it from growing is going to be the right option. Which word in the passage means the opposite of the word expensive? Very easy. Not carefree, not ordinary, because cheap is the best option over here. Opposite is asked. So that's all. Next, we have the questions. Answer the following questions briefly in your own words. What kept Asamanju Babu happy? So if you move back to our paragraph again, as I have already marked the important portions, what made him happy? You can see over here, 2 Hindi, these are the points, 2 Hindi films and fish twice a week made him happy. Okay. Next question is, what does this tell you about him? That he was a very, very contented man, very satisfied with it. Okay. And it also tells us, you can add this point also, that he led a carefree life, this one rather carefree life, as he was not a very kind of person to sit and brood and think about his fate, that fate could have been kinder to him, and this one. Okay. Next question is the third one. What is that one thing he needed to complete his happiness? It is only a single mark. He wanted a pet dog to whom he could give commands and be friendly with. Next, number C is done. Why did Asamanju Babu think the man was a beggar? This is again very easy. As you can see over here, he had 5 sewn-on patches on his trousers and jacket. This man had at least 5 sewn-on patches, and he also had a shoe box beside him with a dog. So, although he did not have a begging bowl, but he looked like a beggar. So, done. So, the last question, why did Asamanju Babu forget about his oranges? He forgot about the oranges. You simply have to frame it in your own words, that he was very fond of a dog, and when he saw that dog over there coming out from the box, from the shoe box, and being very friendly with him, he had already purchased the dog, and his lifelong wish was fulfilled, and therefore he forgot about the oranges. This one, in not more than 50 words, you have to narrate the series of events from the time the puppy was taken out of the box till it was paid for. So till it was paid for, till the money was paid, till that point you have to write, and you have to start from the series of events the puppy was taken out from the box. So simply this part that you have to write these points. Ashumanju Babu saw the dog wagging its minuscule 2-inch size tail. He moved closer to the pup, point number 2. He crouched on the ground, point number 3. He stretched out his hand, point number 4. Pup gave him his ring finger a lick, okay, with its pink tongue, point number 5. And point number 6, we will write that Ashumanju Babu identified it as a friendly and nice dog and purchased it for 10 rupees. Okay, so you have, in certain schools, you must write 6 points. So I told you exactly 6 points. If that was not the rule for your school, you can simply write as many points you want. So you had to write the fair grade, of course, otherwise you would lose the marks. So we have completed the presse, we have done the comprehension part. Now we will come to the grammar part. This is very, very, very easy, right? So this one is already done. Next day, my uncle spent a lot of time. He selected clothes for me, and my aunt gave my face a scrub and groomed, ET is there, groomed me. My uncle followed me about, uttering, UTTERING, uttering several pieces of advice before letting, LETTING, letting me out. You must never scowl even if the sun hit your eyes, hit you in the eyes. You must try to look, to look pleasant. Okay, so that's all. If a single one is incorrect, you deduct half a mark from the 4 marks. Next one is your preposition. Again, very easy. There is a black cat sitting on the wall, beside the wall, both correct. The horse jumped over the hedge. Okay, hedge. Mother goes to the market every day. Several people have climbed Mount Everest in recent years. I often go to school with my friend. I have left my keys at home. Instead of talking, prove your worth in doing This one will be, instead of talking, prove your worth by doing something. I have not slept since yesterday. I hope this is also very simple. The ones that you practiced were slightly, moderately tough than this one. So this is very, very easy. Next one, we will move to conjunction or joining sentence without using and, but, or so. This is an important line. The magician took pity on the mouse. He turned it into a cat. Showing pity on the mouse, he turned... See, he is written. Magician word is not there only. Here also same issue. The word magician should be there. So, already A and B are not the answers. The magician turned the mouse into a cat by taking pity. This is also incorrect construction. So, remains option number D, which is your correct one. This work must be completed. There is a deadline. Since this work must be completed, there is a deadline. No, meaning is not right? This work must be completed because there is a deadline, possibly. This work must be completed though. Though is opposite, cannot be correct. This work must be completed when there is a deadline. When, for that case, better option is option number B, because. Next, he fled somewhere his pursuers could not follow him. He fled where his pursuers could not follow him, possibly correct. He pursued somewhere, no. He fled somewhere when his pursuers, when is not the correct. The place we are talking about here, right? So, where should be the right option? He fled where his pursuers cannot, written in present tense, so incorrect. Option number A is the right one. Next, number 4, he began late, he finished first. Very easy. He finished first and began late. Why will we change? And moreover, and is used, but is used over here. Though he finished late, he began first. Okay, it cannot be the opposite like this. So, though he began late, he finished first would be the right one. Okay, he शुरू किए थे लेट में लेकिन ख़त्म जल्दी कर लिए. Okay, that is the opposite thing that we should talk about. That's all. Next, we will move to the last part of our question paper, which is the transformation. Arun and Nikhil, see, I told you about question tag, which is going to be important, may come in the exam. It has come. So, Arun and Nikhil had climbed the mountain. So, had is given us, so the opposite side should be negative. Hadn't they? Option number C. The children have broken, so you may not see the rest. Hadn't they is not there in any place, so simply this is your right answer. The children have broken the window pane. You have to just change it to passive. I told you one direct, indirect, one active, passive is she ought to come in your paper. So the window pane, so have broken, window pane is singular. So has been should be there, has been, not over here. This is written in past perfect. This is written in past perfect. So B is your correct option. Has been broken. The apples are so cheap that they cannot be good. This is used to, again, very easy. The apples are too cheap. So if one side we use TOO2, the other side should have TO2. The apples are too good to be cheap. No, too cheap to be good. The apples are too cheap to be good. मतलब इतने cheap है कि possibly it cannot be good. हो ही नहीं सकता. If the price of something is 10 rupees and you are getting it in 1 rupee, it cannot be good, right? It possibly has become stale or something. That's why the seller is selling you in that low price, isn't it? Next, she is very beautiful. She is very clever and beautiful. So again, not only sentence, not only is she, I told you, first you have to use this helping verb auxiliary in the beginning. Not only is she very clever, but also beautiful. Not only is she clever, she was also. But also, we have to use, but is missing over here. So rest though, none of them are correct. Option number A. Next, number 5. I prefer a simple vanilla ice cream to fancy desserts. I would rather, this again from the challenges paper we have discussed this one. I would rather have a simple, I would rather have. I would rather have a simple, because the word only over here is prefer. So I would rather have, why will we change the word, right? So it is better we write option number C. I would rather prefer a simple vanilla ice cream than fancy desserts. Okay. Next, he asked, when do you intend to make the payment? He asked, when, do you intend is written in present, so it will change to past tense, simple past. Moreover, we will see that we cannot write it in this form. Did I intend? ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. We have to remove the question pattern also. So when he asked me when I intended to make the payment, option number C. Because is intending is in present, did intend, we will not write like this. He asked when he, this one is wrong. He did intend was correct, but he over here is incorrect. When they are, all are incorrect. So option number C. Next, number 7 and 8, the last two questions. If the rain does not stop, Mariam will not be able to do the laundry. Unless the rain does not stop, two negatives will make it positive. Unless Mariam does the laundry, the rain will not stop. Incorrect meaning. Unless the rain stops, it should be stops, right? So unless the rain stops, Mariam will not be able to do the laundry. Next question, the last one for today's class. This is the best movie I have ever seen. Never have I seen a better movie than this. Never I have, never had I. Why will we write had? Because it is written in the present perfect. So never have I would be the right one. This is already wrong because it is starting with I. We have to start here with never. So never have I seen a better movie than this. So that is the end of our question paper. As you can see, this is the last bit. So I hope you could solve almost all the questions correctly. This was an easy paper. You will all accept this fact. As I told you, today's literature paper, I also want to know from you. Possibly by the time I post this, your literature paper will be over. You can come and check how far you have scored, and don't forget to write your doubts in the comment section and write how well you have written the literature paper, because I'm slightly worried about the literature paper. This is the last year for this book, for the books that you all prepared from. So that may make the paper slightly difficult, but okay, let's see. And do write to me in the comment section. Possibly tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will bring the literature paper discussion also. Once you are done with your preparation of the other topics, once you are free, check how far you have scored over here. Okay. Language paper will surely make you happy. That I can guarantee if you have prepared from my channel. Thank you so much. See you soon in my next class. Bye-bye.